What's up, guys? Collector B here. We are back on this Sunday, and we have a fantastic toy haul here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Thank you for joining me. It means a lot. If you're new to this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And for all of you who keep coming back again, what are they? Awesome. Everything is awesome. So, thank you guys for coming. And as you can see, it is a DC day today because that's all we got this week. DC. And actually, out of all of this, one thing, we found toy hunting. One thing. Otherwise, everything came in online. So, yeah, I'm super excited about a lot of this, and I've been waiting for a while for a lot of this, so it's going to be really cool. So let's just get into it. If you're not a DC fan, then I'm sorry, but this video is probably not for you, but it seems like a lot of you guys like this McFarlane stuff, which is cool because I do too. So let's get into it. I don't even know what to start with. So let's move some cool stuff off to the side. We're going to start with this. So, this is not McFarlane. This is the only thing not McFarlane on here. Oh, and I'm super excited. So, this is Batman, The Adventure Continues, Batman Who Laughs, DC Direct. And they have been coming out with this line for a long time now. I have a couple of the first animated series Batman ones. And then they kind of put these up for pre-order and maybe a year or two ago, and they canceled them. They decided to cancel the whole line. And then McFarlane decided to kind of get the DC Direct line going again. And bam, here it is. So they have this one. They have Unmasked Catwoman. And then they have a couple others. But I'm super excited to get this. I've had this pre-ordered now twice. And it got canceled once. And it went back up. And I had to pre-order it. So I usually don't open this style of figures because I do like how they look in the box. But as you can see, Amazon decided to give us a pretty messed up box. So you guys are lucky today, and we're going to pop it open. So the first thing I noticed, though, which is really cool, is when I went to pre-order this guy, it only showed him, and then it only showed the ball and mace. And it looks like he comes with a lot of other stuff. So super stoked about this. Like I said, on Amazon. You see how easy that box ripped open? That's because it was already pretty much open. So let's pull him out. So really cool. You obviously didn't see Batman Who Laughs in the actual animated series, but I love that they decided to make some of these newer guys in the animated series. It's really cool, and Batman Who Laughs is one of my favorite newer villains that they have come out with. So I'm super excited to get him. Let's see what we got. I have not opened one of these figures in a long time. So again, and this is what drives me nuts. This is not McFarlane, this is DC Direct. But already, we've got some alternate hands. Two different ones as well. A kind of claw, open hand, and then the hand to hold probably the mace. But that's what I don't understand. You can give all these accessories and stuff for this guy. Oh, man, and this accessory is awesome. But yet, the McFarlane ones, they just don't do it, which kind of annoys me. So, this is what's really cool. They give you this mace, okay? So, this is the mace you see in the picture when you pre-order it, and it's pretty solid. I really do like it. But what's really cool is is it connected? Oh, it is. I thought it was just a batarang, but they give you the ball and chain, and it's actually the batarang is the top, and then you have the mace ball on the bottom. And how cool is that? It's an actual chain.
Oh, it is.
Why couldn't you do that for Lobo? Like, come on. So this is super cool already. The accessories are awesome. I love that this is an actual chain, and how cool is it that the batarang is attached to it? I thought the batarang was separate, actually. Don't try to hit me. The old ball and chain. Okay, so now we have the Batman Who Laughs, and oh, this dude is pretty dope. And he just broke on me. Damn, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Arm just fell off.
You know, I think I can get it back in. All right, let's pause for 2 seconds. I'm going to fix this. It's definitely did not actually break, but pause for 2 seconds. Okay, so we did fix him, but kind of a really bad bummer already. So right here where his arm bends, this thing just likes to separate. Now, it's just a peg that goes in between those two pieces, but if I try to bend it, it's going to come off. This other one that I did not break off already looks like it's doing the exact same thing. So kind of a bummer, so be careful with those forearms. But let's go ahead and show you him. We did fix him. So he looks fantastic. I really like how he looks. He is very limited articulation-wise. Obviously, where these would bend freely, you can see that they didn't. And then where he bends in the shoulders, he's kind of tough to bend because of right here. So when you try to bend up, you got to be very careful. Like I said, I don't know if this is just how they're made or if I got a bum one, but these right here are super hard to bend. Here is the back of the figure. The back is pretty boring, just, you know, flat black. I do really like the details on this figure, though. He looks really good. His legs, man, I'm super scared to even bend him now. They're not bad. They do bend. He has no thigh swivel, but they do come out quite a bit. Again, these aren't crazy articulated because they are animated series, but that is a bummer that his arm popped off that easily. But that is okay. We did fix it here, and I am just super stoked about this ball and chain right here. Let's wrap it around. Kind of a bummer that the very first thing we popped open just pops off, right? So there you go. And then if you do switch out to the other hand, is that... No, it's the right hand. So it looks like he's only going to be able to hold something in his right hand, which is kind of a bummer. I hate that they decide to do that because you can't hold either one. And there is nowhere to put the mace, so you're going to have to decide how you want to pose him. See, it just pops right off because of that piece. And again, it's not broken either. I can get it back on, but it's just not very well made. So, kind of a bummer already. I do really like this accessory. I do really like this figure overall, but kind of a bummer on these arms. Okay, so here he is. We are just going to leave him because that right arm just wants to keep falling off. So kind of a huge bummer there. I did wait for this pre-order for a long time and that arm just came off. It's not terrible. I do really, really like the figure. The arms you just are not going to be able to do much with. So be careful if you do get that. But I do really like it, and Batman Who Laughs is amazing. So that is DC Direct. Batman The Adventure Continues, Batman Who Laughs. So let's get into some McFarlane. So this is the only thing I found in store this week, which is Batman of, I'm going to say it totally wrong, Zur-en-arrh. I don't know. Honestly, going to be 100% honest, I don't know this Batman. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in the comics, but I did not read whatever he is in. So you guys are going to have to let me know. But I did really like this. When I first saw the pre-order, I wasn't a huge fan. I know there is, I believe, an unmasked one that you have to get off on McFarlane Toys. But I do like that he comes with a knife and a baseball bat, which is pretty cool. You know, since he's not going to get guns and stuff, you might as well give him some other stuff. So we walked into Target, not what I was looking for. And actually, sorry, I walked into Target because I was by myself that day. And not what I was looking for, but we turned down the toy shelf and he was the only one there. Only one. So super excited to grab this. I did not pre-order him. The card is the picture on the back, which is pretty cool. He does come with a stand, and here he is. The one thing that I think really makes this figure pretty decent, and again, I wasn't a huge fan when I first saw it, is that actual face sculpt. That face sculpt on the Batman looks really, really cool, and the coloring is pretty cool. I kind of couldn't get over the McDonald's coloring at first, but the purple is very deep in this, which is pretty cool. So let's see what we got. Now, it kind of looks like it, which I'm kind of not okay with, but yeah, these stupid knives. So this one isn't as bad as, it was one of the Jokers. Remember, it came with that really rubbery knife. This kind of looks like a butter knife to me, which is kind of interesting. So weird knife that they gave him, but that's okay. I do like the baseball bat, which is really cool. It kind of reminds me of Walking Dead. What's his name? Do you remember? You always remember.
Negan?
Negan, there you go. So he comes with that as well. The knife isn't anything special. I do like the baseball bat. Again, it's nothing crazy, but it is an accessory. So, all right. Let's see if we have 2 toys break on us today. So his arms are pretty loose. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. The first thing I can already say about this guy, though, wow, God, his joints are all over the place. He's going to be a pain to stand. The first thing I'll say is where his joints are, you can really see them because of the yellow. I think it's just because of the yellow and it's not, the black Batman on there. But you can really see where his arms connect all over his arms. His arms were pretty loose out of the box. His ankles are actually pretty loose. And I'd rather his ankles looser than tight when it comes to these McFarlane figures. But I will say this face sculpt is really, really cool. I do kind of like the outfit. It's kind of interesting. The belt is kind of bland to me. They didn't really throw much detail in there. This looks like a kid drew it, which is kind of cool. It kind of gives it that, like a kid drew it, like McDonald's kind of. The back, the cape is pretty cool. I do like that it's not just a flat cape. I do like the coloring, the textured on it. It looks really cool. And then here is the back of him. Again, nothing crazy, just the different colors. But he does actually look really cool. This cape is pretty awesome, too. Feel how thin that is. I love when they do that thinner rubber. Just gives it more flow, more movement. He does not have a thigh swivel. Like I said, his ankle, you can see this is super loose. But honestly, I would rather them loose with McFarlane because I usually have some bum ankles. There's not much to this guy. His arms are actually pretty good. You move them pretty well. Even with these shoulder pads here, you can get this arm almost all the way up. It's not bad. His head, not much articulation. I did want to say with the Batman Who Laughs, his head barely turns left and right. I didn't show that. He's kind of restricted because of this plate. But this guy's actually not bad. I do like the coloring. My favorite part is probably just these little spikes that come out from underneath the cape. I think that's really cool. Just, something a little different there. Articulation, he's not crazy. Man, his hands, though, are super small for me to get this baseball bat in. So let's see if we can even do it. So one thing I just don't understand. Like, you gotta, open these hands up a little bit, and I'm always scared to just, snap them, All right, we're not gonna get his
Probably
hand
why
in.
they tell you to heat it up.
Well, look at these. Look how tight they are, and I gotta get this big thing through there.
That's what she
said. But, okay, but honestly, he's not bad. His legs, this is the one thing I'm gonna complain about McFarlane. You see where this knee is, when it bends, this whole thing is just bent out of proportion here. It doesn't look correct when he's standing straight. So it's like this whole joint needs to be turned, and obviously, you can turn it to fix it a little bit, but just every time, their legs are just kind of not the best to me. But there he is, Batman of, Zur-en-arrh, whatever it is. So pretty cool. I do like the coloring. These two are pretty solid. I'm actually pretty happy with them. Of course, obviously the broken arm, that's not, anything cool. But they do look really cool. And you can see the difference between a DC Direct, even though it's an animated series, and the McFarlane. Totally different. And I mean, just look at the accessories for the DC Direct. Pretty crazy. So, okay. So now these last 3 figures, I am super, super excited about. I have been waiting for these 3 for a while. And we're going to start with the big boy. So I could not find him in store, but Amazon came through. Clayface. Now, I already have some thoughts about this guy. Some likes, some dislikes, everything like that. You can see the box came very not in good condition from Amazon. But I had to get him. I love Clayface. Honestly, Clayface from the animated series is one of my favorites. And this dude is massive. So we definitely wanted to grab him. I really like the picture on the back. One thing already, how cool would that have been if he would have made some glowing eyes with this? Now,
Gold label.
there you go. She just ruined what I was going to say. How much you want to bet? There's two things with this Clayface that kind of bother me. And one, it's not so much bothered, but again, like how cool would it be if the eyes lit up? The second thing, before I even open it, how do you not give this man this Clay some different arms? Come on. How do you not give him a mace arm or like a sharp arm or something? Come on. And that is why the wife said
Gold label.
Gold label, because that's probably what's going to happen, and you all know I'm correct. So you get a card and a stand. You don't get no stand for the card like King Shark. I know he was gold label, whatever. So here he is, massive dude. Like, I can't even stand him on this, but just absolutely massive. Now, I know what all y'all are saying. He looks like a big pile of mud, right? Of mud. Yep, that's exactly what he looks like. So I'm curious. I like that McFarlane does these mega figs. I really, really do. Some of them I don't necessarily think they needed to make a mega fig of, but like Clayface is a great one to make a mega fig. Man, he's pretty big. Look at this zip tie. That just shows you how big he is. Oh man, he feels so plasticky. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
That sounds like the T-Rex I have, right?
He almost sounds hollow.
He feels hollow.
Does
Like he feels like he's a Build-A-Figure. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this. So, oh Lord, this is gonna be a pain. Okay, so first of all, I don't know if you can stand him with his arms up. Well, Batman couldn't stand either. So there is the Mega Fig Clayface. Now, there's a couple things I will say. So he definitely feels super hollow, like you could hear. I don't think the details are bad. Again, I like the lighter color, so he looks more like clay instead of mud. But I do like the little details here. You have like the faces on the back. The little spikes are cool. There is actually some faces on his other arm as well. It's not terrible. Like I said, it does feel super hollow. It feels like you just put a Build-A-Figure together almost. He is very top heavy compared to these legs, which is crazy. As you saw, like I put an arm forward, there he goes. He's gonna fall. So kind of interesting how you can pose him. Like even when I have him leaning back like that, he just wants to fall forward. It's kind of crazy. What is weird is here is like squishy.
Rubbery.
It's like rubbery there, and then you have hard legs, and then all this is hard. All of it. So, yeah, I don't know. So, man.
What are you doing?
Well, there's supposed to be a bend right here.
Oh.
And I'm going to snap it if I do. Like, really, you got to heat up this ginormous figure. He does have some bend here, and there is a joint there, but I can't get mine straight. The arms do move well like this, up and down, but as far as bending them in any sort of position, we're pretty tight. So I guess you're going to have to heat it up. The legs, you're supposed to have a bend there as well, but you can just see how tight it is for me. And again, everybody's going to say to heat it up. I'm not going to try to break this guy, but you do get bend in there. These are pretty much solid. You're not going to be able to move those. It's just very weird that only this part, his diaper part and his abs are like rubbery. So the other thing that just sucks.
It looked
nothing.
like his
It
mouth
looks like you
closes,
could move that,
yeah.
right? Exactly. So that's kind of a bummer. There's just not much to this, honestly. Now, massive wise, yeah, he looks great. Oh, okay. So these arms do kind of come out a little more. Oh, man, this thing just feels... There we go. So that's how you're probably going to have to pose him. Because when his arms are forward, he's just going to fall forward. I do really like the detail right there. That's really cool. But again, you couldn't give me interchangeable hands. Oh, just interchangeable hands. Just a mace, a spike, or something would have been absolutely fantastic. This is okay to me. I think for the price... It's not that great. It feels very cheaply made compared to like Swamp Thing or Darkseid or even King Shark. Which, by the way, let's see what we got here. I don't knock over everything. So there is the height comparison with him and King Shark. And here is the height comparison. To Swamp Thing. So he is about King Shark's height, but wide-wise he is a lot bigger. And he is shorter than Swamp Thing, but obviously Swamp Thing is a lot skinnier. I guess King Shark kind of feels like this. He just feels better to me. And Swamp Thing feels way better than both of these. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about this guy. I think he's okay for Clayface, but there's just nothing to him. So, yeah, I really don't know what to say. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a lot better. It's not terrible. It's just nothing amazing to me. I do actually like both of these better than this. He just feels hollow and just, gosh, you just can't do much with him. I mean, he just is so top heavy. He's not fun. And the hands, if you would have given me interchangeable hands, it would have made this 100 times better. But, you know, it is what it is. So actually, we're going to put Clayface over here so he doesn't knock everyone down. So there it is. Clayface, it's okay. It's not terrible. I just wish they would have done something better. I'm really excited for Man-Bat. I hope he doesn't feel like that. I don't think he will because Clayface is more bulky and everything. But we'll have to see. So, let's get into it. Okay, next thing. Now this I'm super stoked about. So, when I saw this go up for pre-order, Robin Infinite Frontier, I was super stoked. It looks so good to me. I really like the details on it. His suit, just looking at through the box, has like texture on it, which looks really awesome. The sword looks great. I'm stoked. So, got this guy off Amazon as well. They do have a unmasked one coming. I don't care. I'm not going to grab it. I liked the masked version better. It looks exactly the same, except you see his face without his mask on. So, this one, I think this is going to probably be the best figure here, I can say. And that's just me looking at it in the box. I think it looks amazing, honestly. So, card, stand, same thing. Oh, man. See, I love it. The paint isn't amazing, but he's so light. It's crazy. I mean, just look at it. You can see there in box just the texture on his legs and his arms on the suit. It looks super cool. I love his shoes. Everything just looks really awesome about this figure. So, I am stoked. And honestly, guys, I'm not even that big of a Robin fan. And this looks great to me. This looks really good. So, first of all, he does come with a sword, which there is nothing to this sword, but it looks awesome. It looks slick. It looks just really cool. I love the handle, and I love the shape of it. It looks really cool to me. And he actually came with a weapon. That's amazing. Surprised he didn't come with a crowbar. Okay. So he's got skinny joints. But I feel like when you get something with skinny joints, like it's either going to break or they just move super well. And I think this guy's going to move super well. Oh man, no, he is stoked. I wish his ankles were a little looser like that Batman. So there, if he wants to stay, there he is. I absolutely love this. This is fantastic. The little details on him. Like I said, the suit looks fantastic. His shoes, how awesome are those? I just love it. I love when you have like a, you know, it kind of reminds me of Miles Morales with the sneakers on and stuff. He always has really cool sneakers. Really cool. You see the detail on the side. Really awesome. He just looks great. I love the knee pads. I love the suit. I love the belt. The cape is, and the wife kind of said this to me when I first got it. She didn't really like the cape. The cape is different. It is very short. It looks like it does in the comics, but, you know...
Looks like he has bananas attached to his back, okay?
It does look like he has bananas, but, you know, I do wish maybe it was a little more flowing, but you could make it easily. I don't mind the cape. I do wish we could have seen more of the hood, or if the hood actually would have been able to go on, because that is my favorite part about this suit. But he looks fantastic. No alternate arms, or sorry, hands, or face sculpt or anything like that. But that's okay, I guess. So his knees are pretty tight, like usual. He has no thigh swivel. I really like these shoes. Honestly, these shoes are just so fantastic. The W on the side, the green laces, it just looks awesome. His arms are going to be restricted, obviously, because of the shoulder pieces. And as you can see, he has super skinny joints, almost like Carrie Kelly in the arms. So be careful there. They do move really well, though. But he is really cool. I mean, I feel like because he is so skinny, you could get him in some really cool poses. And he does come with this awesome sword. So let's...
That doesn't fit in his hand?
No, I can get it. These hands are open more. Like... see how he should hold it. It should be like this. Let's see if we can get him in a cool pose easily. I might be able to. It's right there. Oh, there he is. So I love it. I think it's fantastic. I mean, to be able to just get a figure in a decent looking pose like this that quickly is always something I really like. Like I said, reminds me of Carrie Kelly, just the skinnier body. They can just move a little bit easier. You got to be careful with them. I wish maybe some alternate hands and obviously another face sculpt. If they would have just done the unmasked face sculpt in this, it would have been awesome. But he looks really good. Here he is to Clayface. You can see how small he is to Clayface, but which is really cool because if you wanted to do a picture with these two, they scale pretty well. That's how big you want Clayface to be. But he's just awesome. I mean, I love it. I have nothing really bad to say about this. I really, really like this figure. This is one of my favorite McFarlane figures that has come out this year. And I just think it looks really good. I feel like he does a really good job on these smaller, tinier figures with tiny detail and just throws more into it. I love it. The only other thing I wish it would have came with, I wish a Batarang would have came with him. That would have been really cool. But do you like him? No?
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
I think he's fantastic.
I think he's Donkey Kong's sidekick.
What?
You know, because he has bananas on his back.
So Diddy Kong?
No, well, I don't know.
Diddy
Sure.
Kong. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Donkey Kong's sidekick. Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong. There we go. So there we have it. So there's the first four things. I like it. I honestly, my least favorite thing here is this Clayface. It's not amazing to me. So everything else is pretty decent. But this right here. Are we stoked?
Sure.
We're stoked. No, let me hear your stoked face.
So stoked.
Hear your
Here,
stoked face.
my
Yes.
stoked face.
So we have Joker from Batman, Death of the Family.
Oh my God.
And my wife says that because she knows how much I love this comic. When I read this comic back in the day, I could not shut up about it. This is if you have not read Death of the Family, go read it right now. I'm telling you, amazing. That and then into Endgame is so good. Also, if you're going to get this Joker, I mean, don't get me wrong. I just said I got this Batman and I have no idea who he is. So if you want to get this Joker, get it. But if you want to know the backstory about this Joker, you need to go read Death of the Family because it is amazing. I might talk a little bit about why his face is that way and stuff. But we'll see. So
You're going to ruin it?
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so interesting story about this. This is supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. I've never seen it go up on Walmart.com. Never got a pre-order in. someone posted an Amazon link for an outside seller on Amazon selling it, and it says this is made by Bondi Toys, which obviously McFarlane is not Bondi. Bondi was the old owners of Power Rangers. So it was $20-something on Amazon, and I was like, okay, let's just add it to cart, see what happens. So I get a notification that it ships. Now it's shipping from overseas. So it's like, okay, I don't have tracking, I don't have nothing. Gave me like a 2-week time period of when it would be here. So I'm like, I probably won't get it. Whatever, is what it is. Never saw it. Come home one day, and it's in the mailbox. Now it sucked because it came in a bubble mailer in the mailbox, so you can see the box is kind of smashed and stuff on the top, but guess what? It came, and I'm super excited. So took a shot, and it worked out. So we got it. We are super stoked to open this up. I do have the Mattel one of this because, like I said, this is one of my favorite comics, and I will show that as well. But I'm curious. I'm curious how this dude's gonna be. I hope it's not a disappointment because I think he looks pretty good. I just wasn't so sure when they decided to. Oh, see, I don't know. We'll see. So there's the card. It is the same as the back of the box. I don't know. We're gonna see. So he comes with one lonely accessory, and it's the axe. So again, do you see all this box space, Todd? Yeah? Yep, just cut some holes in there, put some extra heads, some hands. Crazy, super easy. He is different from the Mattel. From the Mattel one, just from what he is wearing. The Mattel ones were always in the what are they called? The
mechanic.
The mechanic suit. Thank you. So here's the axe. I will say I like this axe better than I thought I would. It's definitely like a batarang on top, which is super cool. And it's not terrible. An axe is better than a crowbar, I guess. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, his arms move like that. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we all heard that. I know. We're good. Okay. So, man, I honestly don't know what to think. So, I think it looks good. I think the face actually looks pretty decent. I like the eyes. The eyes look really good because they pop out of his face on his face. I'm just not a huge fan of the suit. Now, the suit is pretty close to from the comics. I forgot to grab a comic out. Dang it. I was going to show a comic with this guy, but oh well, I forgot. It's pretty close. It's a little different. He's actually wearing a full tie in the comic and the flowers on the opposite side. But I get what they were trying to do. The front looks okay. The back isn't terrible. It's just, the back suit part, and it's just flat purple everywhere. Here is the back, or the back, the bottom. This is actually pretty thin, which is pretty cool. But I don't think there's anything crazy to him. The hair is a nice green color. It is actually really painted very well. So the interesting thing here is he does have this arm swivel here, which is pretty cool. It's not all the way connected to the shoulder. You do have his elbows as well. Same thing. His legs, he has no thigh joint, but his knees do bend. They just don't bend very nicely. And, the white gloves are a nice touch. If you read this comic, I wish he just would have really redone the Mattel one and put him in the mechanic suit. I'm not going to complain about this Joker because I do really, really like this Joker, and it is one of my favorite Jokers. I just don't think it's absolutely amazing. I'll show the Mattel one, and I'm curious what people think because to me, I really, really like the Mattel one. And was super excited when they said they were going to do this for McFarlane, but I just wish they kind of would have done it. So, looking at it, first of all, the Mattel one does come with Actually, this is DC Direct. This isn't even Mattel. I said that totally wrong. So there's the difference. Obviously, you can tell just the skinny wise, like he's just way skinnier. I just like this outfit better. I think the outfit in the comic, this is just much better. They have an orange one as well, where it's like that. Now re-looking at these though, this face does look better. Honestly, the eyes look better. Everything looks better. The only thing I will say is when you look on the back of his head, look at the details in the strap. You can see the strap there. This one, it's literally just the strap. There's no buckle. There's nothing.
It's just not painted.
That's what I'm saying. The detail's just not there in the face. In the back of the face. I do think the face on this one does look better. But the suit, again, I just like this. And look at all the accessories this one came with. Now, it's a totally different Joker, obviously. It's not, but totally different maker. This one just doesn't have crazy detail to me. I do think the face is a nice surprise, though. I think it looks really, really good. And again, if you haven't read it, you will not understand why his face is like that. But he actually has, I think it's Doll Maker, cut his face off, and then he reattaches it. So it's really interesting.
Thanks for ruining it.
That's all I'm going to say, because you need to realize why he has his face cut off and what he does to the Bat family. Now, under the jacket, they're doing that same thing where this is all purple, so you don't have just, black underneath. It's purple under where his shoulders and arms are, and then you can't do anything lower. But there he is. He holds the axe actually pretty well for not having alternate hands. But that's kind of the difference. I do like this one a lot, actually. I do like the size of this one a lot better. This one, I just like the suit and the accessories more, but the face is a nice surprise. So it's crazy to see the different color and hair, though. How much darker this one is compared to this light one, it's kind of interesting. So there you have it. We have the Batman Who Laughs, Batman of whatever.
Zur-en-arrh.
There you go. We have Death of the Family Joker, which is fantastic. We have the Robin, and then we have Clayface. So, honestly, like I said, I thought I was right. This Robin's my favorite thing on here, by far. That dude just does not want to stand. Can we bring him back up here? Bring him back up here, folks. He's back. I really like all of this. I mean, I really do like this. Obviously, it's a bummer that his arm decided to break. This guy's not bad. I do really like this. I wish I could get his bat in his hand. We're going to have to stretch it out, heat it up, whatever. Death of the Family Joker is actually a nice surprise. I wasn't thinking I would like it as much as I do. I do really like the face. It's really awesome. Again, Robin, fantastic. Clayface, kind of a miss for me. It's kind of a miss. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He's too big to put anywhere, and I have no more room. So we'll see what happens. But that's what we had this week. So it was all DC, and I love me some DC. I have a ton of DC, so obviously you're going to see it on here. But I'm only going to collect what I want to collect. So let me know what you guys think. Which one do you like better? I'm guessing this one's going to get a lot more likes than this one. But let me know. What do you think about Robin? What about Clayface? Did you guys get him? What do you think? Is he awesome? Is he okay? And this Batman, besides it being Ronald McDonald's brother, let me know what you think. Because, maybe the Hamburglar will come out next, or Grimace. Okay, anyways. So, and Batman Who Laughs. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Follow me on Instagram. Link will be in the description below. We will probably do some picture with something here. I just don't know what. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, collectors never stop